Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. O'Donnell here in the Tri-State Traffic Show Traffic Center, and welcome to a Friday morning, the holiday getaway. And unfortunately, we're seeing a couple of big issues throughout the area. First in New Jersey, that's where we're going to go. And then second on over towards Queens on the LIE and the whole BQE combination there, getting what was remnants of a truck fire. So we are up and running now here at 7 o'clock. We are on YouTube as well as Facebook. And now we're also streaming to Twitch, kind of doing what the cool kids do, right? I know nothing about Twitch, so we'll see if we get any viewers on there. I haven't really promoted it because I really don't know anything about it or how to promote it, but figured we set it up and give that a try here this morning. We're also sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery and it travels with Darley. So with that said, let's go to the maps here this morning. And our first area of concern is going to be out in Hunterdon County. It's going to be on the eastbound direction of eastbound side, I should say, of 78 or Route 78, as we call it here in Jersey. And that is going to be a couple of lanes blocked off both ways, just about exit 12 or so as you come in towards Pattenberg Road. Now, unfortunately, there really is no good alternative here because 78 and Route 22 are all one in the same roadway here until you get east of Clinton, actually in Annandale. That's where things split off there from Route 22. So, again, it's just east of Tunnel Road, closer towards Perryville Road and exit 12. Looks like we have a tractor-trailer collision here, also an accident investigation, which certainly doesn't bode well here. So the eastbounds, both directions here, east of exit 11, Pattenberg Road, 2 lanes are closed there, and then another overturned tractor-trailer on the westbound side of 78. Now, again, friends, it is very, very foggy throughout the tri-state area. Now, whether this has anything to do with this, I'm not sure. But again, visibility is extremely limited. So let's go to the cameras here this morning. We started off here out by Pattenberg Road. And again, you're barely going to see anything, and that is partially because of the fog. This is eastbound that heads away into that collision here this morning. So again, the visibility very, very limited in this section of Hunterdon County. Let's go back to the camera. Hopefully we can get it to run a little longer than the 5 seconds there. So again, that's eastbound heading out towards between exits 11 and 12. But you can see what that is doing to traffic here out through Tunnel Road. You can see it's an absolute parking lot. I mean, just complete standstill here on that eastbound side of Route 78. So if you're watching us in the Phillipsburg area here this morning, again, there's really not a whole lot of great options for you to take. Well, actually, I will walk that back a little bit. If you are in Powhatan or Lopatcong, or even in Phillipsburg or Alpha, stay with 57 because you can take 57 all the way to 31 and then reconnect with 78 to come back down that way. Again, 173 is the other option, but that's starting to get really, really heavy here out by Bloomsbury Road. And I think this is interchange 7 out by the way station. Let's just see. It's been a while since I've been out here. I think this is exit 7. Yeah, so that's exit 7. So that's going to be a little bit slow there. So watch for that. And let's go to, let's see where we're going to go first, second or third. Let's just see here. We want to go, let's go back to the cameras because there was that other issue at 287. They were saying a flipped over tractor trailer. Let's check that scene out. Unfortunately, there's no cameras there. So what I want to do right now is go to the travel time list just to kind of give you an update. Again, everything was closed at one point, but they have just the far right lane in either direction. That's the only thing that's going to be open here, getting through that section of between Warren and Hunterdon County. So we go 78 east here. Look at this, almost 2 hours. What normally would take you a half an hour to get out to 287 from the Pennsylvania line. So if Smitty NJ is watching us out in Bucks County this morning, and hopefully he doesn't have to go in to the office in Somerset County, don't, because we don't know how long this is going to be out there. So again, everything is subject to closure. We'll put it in that bracket subject to closure, but they're still saying that there is far right lane squeezing by in both directions as you get between exits 11 and 12. And again, here the DOT has it with that fog and that eastbound side. So, yeah, I think that's what it is, that the far right lane is open because, I mean, this traffic is slowly moving. But again, well over an hour and a half to 2 hours just to get from Phillipsburg out towards Bedminster. So we go back to the maps again. Let's give you the alternates. 173, that would be number one. But again, your single lane road here. This is a country road coming through this section of Bloomsbury, coming out of Warren County. Again, be really, really careful here this morning. Also, again, I think the better play here, if you're in Phillipsburg, Lepakong, Alpha, I would say Upper Stewartsville, stay with 57, and you can come back down to 31. I know it's kind of an end-around sweep to get around this, but again, we don't know if they're going to close this up for an extended period of time. Again, 173 is really slow here out by the rest area by exit 7. So you're going to sit in that delay. But then once you get here, you can't get back on to 78 until you get to 31 anyway. There's no entrance ramps there, or unless you can get, let's just see here, you may be able to get on. I just don't think so. No, I don't think you can because it's parallel. You know, it is 173 parallels things on the northern side of Route 22. So this is out by the Hunterton Playhouse. If you're out, if you've ever been out that way before here in Union Township. So again, it's just before exit 12 and Perryville Road. Let me just get the exits right for you. I think this is exit 12. It is, yeah. So between exits 11 and 12, we'll go subject to closure. We've got, they're saying 2 lanes are shut in either direction into that area. So maybe just right at the accident scene, because the westbound side, I'm seeing a lot of green. So it looks like that's getting by fairly well. So we'll keep an eye on that to see how long that westbound side has a couple of lanes are out of service. Once again, our comments are open now on Facebook and YouTube. We're also streaming to Twitch. Let's see if we can get some folks over there. Let's go back to 78 here. Now, they're saying another flipped over tractor trailer right in this area here at the interchange of 287. Let me just see when that popped up here on the list. That was from 4 o'clock this morning, and so was the other 78 issue. So we got 2 overturned tractor trailers, one west here at exit 29 for 287. The other is going to be in both directions between 11 and 12. Let's take a look at Glenside Avenue and Summit. We're going to go back to the cameras now, and we'll go to Route 78. I know there's a camera there. Let's just see what that is doing. Glenside Road. Hopefully this camera will work. And wow, you can really see how foggy it is through the Watchung Mountains this morning. So we are looking westbound, but we're on the eastbound side. Let me just see where that 78 Glenside, 1 lane is shut in both directions west of exit 45. All right, so let's go to Diamond Hill. This is closer to 44. Let's see what we see. If we see anything, we don't see anything at all because of the heavy, heavy fog. So again, be very, very careful. It's 66 and foggy here in the traffic center. So again, a very, very murky, foggy start, very humid start. And we'll get a check of your forecast at 7:15. So again, that's again, it's really tough to tell. Friends, that is eastbound that heads away. It looks like it's a little sluggish traffic in either direction here. So I think it's just after Diamond Hill Road in Watchung and Berkeley Heights, but it's a little tough to tell. Let's go to the maps here, and maybe that'll give us a little better indication. But, you know, I don't even see anything coming through this stretch. It's right in here through the Watchung Mountains. I don't see any slow traffic, so it's very possible that tractor trailer fire possibly has been cleared again. That came in at 211. So watch for that. So, okay, so here we go. This is the latest update on 78. Now it's an investigation, as we mentioned before. Both ways east of exit 11, 2 left lanes are shut 20 to 25 minutes. I'm thinking that's, again, I showed you what the travel time is, and it's coming right from the state. For the travel times, we'll go back to that. Let's just see what that is. Again, an hour and 50 minutes again. But again, that's incorporating that, first couple miles coming from the state line. And that's also incorporating it from to 287. So, what usually would take about 30 minutes is going to obviously take you almost 2 hours at this point. So to maybe split the difference, probably closer to the hour mark, I would say, to get through there. Again, it's a little difficult because you're at exit 11 and 287 is exit 29. So you're at 18 miles there. And then another, it's a lot of math and a lot of calculating there. But biggest thing to take away from it, again, there's the camera. As you can see, it is just a crawl going eastbound. Now, the westbound side, as we showed you with the maps, it doesn't look bad. So it's really just, except for this issue here at 287. Unfortunately, the cameras are out there. But here's our area in question. Again, west, see the green here? See the green? This is getting through just fine. Now, we still have those two left lanes closed, but it is moving very well through this area. We're not even seeing any rubbernecking delays unless there's some reporting issue coming back, coming from the Google Maps here because of the fog. Though that's certainly possible, but at this point, I still say it's kind of a go on the westbound side there. Now, again, if you're going to do that end around sweep on 5731, again, slow things down through Hampton and Glen Gardner. It's just one lane. And then as we get through the morning here, even though it's a Friday for the getaway where traffic is much lighter than it was last Friday, you're going to see still some crowding through here with traffic lights and whatnot. It's just local streets, local roads, and you may even see a tractor trailer or so coming through there where you would maybe not see that. So yeah, that's a couple plays here. Again, 173 is option one. You can sit in a little bit of a delay there through Bloomsbury. The second is going 57 east to 31 south, and that'll reconnect you here in the Clinton area with 78 east, and then you can continue on. Again, you cannot take Route 22 because Route 22 and 78 are both the same roadway here, from 31 all the way out to Phillipsburg, where then it again splits. So that's a little inside traffic knowledge for you. All right, so we've got issues there on the roads, but let's just widen up the broader picture of 280 of New Jersey, and you can definitely see it's a lot quieter than it was last Friday. It looks like we may have something going on here on 280. Let's just see what that issue is. Looks like we have a crash in Roseland, getting out to Livingston Avenue, probably around Eisenhower Parkway. So let's go to the cameras. We go to the cameras here. Again, I was really not expecting it to be this busy, but things happen. Let's see what it is here at Eisenhower Parkway. So I see traffic getting through there. Maybe it's closer to Laurel on exit 6. Yeah, I think it's in between there somewhere. So that's westbound. That's going to be coming towards us here this morning. Let's go back to the maps. There's Laurel Avenue here. I think it's in between. I think it's just before Eisenhower Parkway, heading west. Looks like we have just a bit of an issue. So again, the Parkway, Route 80, Route 17 seems to be fine. At 78 is the trouble spot there, and then also south on the Parkway, got word of a crash. Let's just see that clear. Let's see. Southbound of 140 through that long-term construction. So it's going to be slow to begin with, but just be careful getting word of, again, another crash out of the Union's holes. You know what? We just go to the cameras. Why not here? And to see what we can bring up for you. Union. There it is. I don't like the way this microphone cuts out like that. I'm not sure. So that's southbound. That's going to be headed away from our camera view. Let's go to the toll plaza here. I don't really see a whole lot of extra traffic there going south. I think it's just slow through the construction. So it's possible that crash has already been cleared. Now we've got other issues in New Jersey. Once again, we're teeing up some delays here on transit. We're up to, it was 30 minutes at one point, but everything into and out of Penn in the city, subject to 15-minute delays from earlier Amtrak maintenance. So maybe they were doing the Amtrak maintenance to try to maybe relieve some of the problems that we had yesterday with those signal issues getting into and out of the city through the tunnel. Those are the overhead wires. I'm sorry, that was overhead wire issues. So once again, trouble with New Jersey Transit now this morning. Let's check in with PATH. Let's give you the fresh update here just to see what's happening across PATH this morning. Nothing. This is just the face covering tweets. So everything is in good shape there. We want to go to a very quick check of the Hudson River crossings because we're going to take a break here in just a moment and then get to the city. Let's go to the Hudsons, about 45 at the George, 25 for the lower, about 20 at the Lincoln, and about 20 at the Holland. So fairly busy here this morning at our Hudson River crossings for some reason. Now, whether everyone's heading out towards Long Island for the big weekend, I'm not sure, but yeah, it is stacked and packed, as they say. All right, so with that said, going to take a very, very quick break here this morning. And we'll show you some of the observation temperatures here. I'm just going to take a quick break of water. Be back in about 20 seconds. All right, and certainly I'm not Matthew McConaughey in any way, shape, or form. But all right, so we're back. Yeah, you can see the weather is just nasty. It's just kind of an ugly morning with a lot of fog out there. Look at those temperatures. 68 at Newark, in towards the lower 60s across the island, and some calm winds for the most part. So that's kind of part of the reason why with our fog. But look at the humidity. I mean, we're pushing 100% there in Somerville, as well as in Trenton, 100% there in Islip, and same thing at Kennedy with the fog. So again, you may be delayed. We'll get to the possible flight delays as well here in just a moment. But again, temps here into the lower to mid to up in the 60s, we'll put it. That's just a range there from 62 all the way to 68. And again, today, it's kind of changeable day. So later on this afternoon, you have to be weather aware. Keep an eye to the sky. Anywhere after about 2 o'clock or so, we could see some pretty strong storms coming through the tri-state area. So again, be prepared. Keep that cell phone charged in case you lose power. And again, be careful if you are going to be driving for the getaway. We'll be live at 4 o'clock here this evening or this afternoon until 6 to get you through what probably will be more weather-related delays than volume, because I think the weather will change plans for some to make those plans and then head out on Saturday. Saturday is looking better than some of the other models were earlier in the week. Maybe some early morning showers, very early morning showers, and then the potential is out there for a spot shower for tomorrow. Temps are going to be in towards the mid 70s or so, closer to 80 in certain places. And then Sunday and Monday, Sunday is going to be in the low 80s with some sunshine. And then Memorial Day is actually going to be fairly warm, getting closer to the mid 80s or so. Dare I say, maybe somebody gets a 90 somewhere, but we'll see on Memorial Day. So I don't think it's going to be any issue weather-wise for parades and services for Memorial Day on Monday. So that is some good news. Again, John Rocco is off today. He'll be back on Tuesday, enjoying a nice long holiday weekend. Now, don't forget, we're also sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery at 22 North Avenue West in Cranford. You see the information at the bottom of the screen. We thank Ralph for being a sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show, and you can see just a delicious ice cream here, which you're probably going to need for the weekend. If you're in the Cranford, New Jersey area, head on over to Ralph and tell him I sent you. Pick up some great ice cream, also ice cream cakes for graduations and other festive occasions in your life. We'll put it there, birthdays, what have you. He also makes those great flying saucers and the chip witches. So once again, Ralph is located at 22 North Avenue West. That's Route 28 in your GPS in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey, in historic Union County. 908-272-3000. Or for more information, please go to the website, cranfordvanilla.com. All right. So with that said, we'll come off of weather now. Now we have this other issue in Queens that is what's left of a looks to me like it potentially was a garbage hauler on the westbound LIE. Well, let's just get this right here now. This is the LIE eastbound ramp, eastbound BQE to the westbound LIE. So this is, I think this is going the other way. I think it's from that lower roadway or so, right in here, that brings you to the ramp to the westbound BQE or the southbound side of the BQE. But let's just check the, let's just go to the incident list just to see what they're saying here. Couple things happening on the northern state. There is truck fire eastbound ramp to the LIE, all lanes closed. Okay, so it's going the other way now. So this is it's the ramp off the northbound BQE to the LIE. It's right in here, right in this section here underneath the upper level of the LIE. But the westbound side here of the expressway is seeing a lot of traffic bottled up in that area. And again, there is what's left of this tractor trailer fire that is still process of being cleared. So let's just see what camera that was. It was this one here. Okay, so we got that. Uh, let's go back here. Helps the same camera. Same camera twice. I wonder why they do have that. LIE to the westbound BQE. Okay, so this is the ramp from the LIE to the southbound BQE. So that's moving once you get past those kind of pillars of the BQE. So this is going to be heading south here this morning, and you can see the foggy start through Astoria here in Queens, Queens Midtown Tunnel. We'll just show you that upper level here. This is out by Greenpoint Avenue. We'll continue out towards closer to the tunnel, I should say. Again, just see that fog is just looming over the entire Queens 5-borough tri-state area, really in general, here at 722. All right, so that's one of the spots that we're looking at here, and then we'll go. You know what? Let's just go out to Queens, where the westbound side is slightly lighter than it normally is. Just backing up here through the fairgrounds. Eastbound is heavy out to the Cross Island, then west just coming off of Long Island is a little bit heavy into the Cross Island. Westbound belt, it's the brakes. When is that never an issue? Out by Kennedy, and then both ways of the Van Wyck Expressway, heavy at Hillside Avenue, and then both ways of the Jackie Robinson into the interchange is also on the brakes. Eastbound Staten Island Expressway, heavy from Toad Hill Road across the Verrazano, but the belt through Brooklyn looks great. The inbound side of the Gowanus is heavy straight up and in to the Brooklyn Bridge. Again, what else is new there? We'll go to the Midtown Tunnel, again, Midtown Tunnel and the Queensboro Bridge, maybe about 10 minutes. And then the northbound BQE, we're awfully slow there getting up and onto the Grand Central. Now, the Whitestone Expressway, looking at a crash here out by the Cross Island. So let's go to that camera. Let's just see what we can find, if we're able to see anything. Again, the city does an amazing job with all of these cameras. I mean, they're literally just everywhere. Let's see if this camera is working. Whitestone Expressway, 14th Avenue. I think they were looking for something, but this is heading into the interchange with the Cross Island. So it's heading right in here. Let me see if the Cross Island camera shows us anything. Nope, doesn't show you anything there. Again, our comments are open on YouTube and Facebook. Please go ahead and post a comment here for the Tri-State Traffic Show at 7:24. At 7:30, we'll spin it over towards the Hudson Valley and Connecticut. We'll check out the fog issues there along I-95. So where are we going to go now? We are going to go, let's come off the path here, come off the turnpike. Going to close up some of these tabs here. Starting to get a little bit too much for the computer. Westbound, and speaking of that, I got to turn the fan on the computer. There we go. West in the Cross Bronx is heavy out of the interchange on over towards Sheridan Boulevard, and then south along the Major Deegan is a solid ride here, getting south of Yankee Stadium. So look for that. But the drive here and the west side look actually good until you get down to the RFK, but that usually backs up 24/7. All right, so we go to the Cross Island here is pretty busy in the Hempstead Turnpike. Let's go out to Long Island. It's definitely a lot lighter than what you would see for a Friday. West on The Southern State is a pretty solid ride from exit 21 over to 18. A little crowding here west of 135, and the LIE starting to get a little busier now at 135, and then same thing in towards 39, and then the Northern is pretty busy here from the connector all the way out to Lakeville Road. But you know what? Other than that, we are in pretty good shape here across the island. Now that just turned red here this morning. Wait, that's the Northern State. All right, so let's go to the cameras. You know what? Let's go to the Long Island incident page just to see what's going on. I think it's west on the Northern. Yeah, we're looking at something there. Misplaced commercial vehicle. I would have to bet that that's probably a tractor trailer, but could be wrong. Could be a box truck that's a little bit too high for the overpasses. Let's check it out. See what we got here this morning. Okay, so let's head to the Northern. That's in Jericho. Where is this now? It's going to be right in here at 135. Doesn't show us anything other than the fog. Fog stands for foot off gas. Sure. I may get a cease and desist order from Tim Tyrell. I believe he's the one who came up with that, but Tim lets me use that there with any royalty checks being sent to him. So, but anyway, there's the westbound side. Here is just a parking lot. So, you know, if you can get over the expressway, that's certainly going to be a lot easier for you because of this misplaced commercial vehicle just west of 135 there before South Oyster Bay Road. Yes, just before South Oyster Bay Road. So a little bit of a backup there, but other than that, the rest of the island, Suffolk County is terrific, except for heading out to the Hamptons, the eastbound side. A lot of friends are heading out early through Hampton Bays, Southampton, and out over towards Watermill and into Bridgehampton. All right, so 7:27 is our time. We're going to get a quick check of the trains and buses here. We'll start it off with the subways in the city, and then we'll make our way over towards Connecticut and Hudson Valley after we regroup at the bottom of the hour. So we have delays on the A train. You may wait longer for trains after the South Channel Bridge was open to allow boats to pass, so watch for that. Also on the Staten Island Railway, 6:45 and 7 a.m. trains. St. George is not running, so they would have been gone by now. And the 6:30 and 7, Tottenville, St. George, making all local stops. Let's go to the C train now. So southbound A and C are running with delays after NYPD responded to somebody being disruptive at Hoyt Schemerhorn. So look for that. Let's go to the rails now. We'll start off with Long Island Railroad. No scheduled service to Belmont Park, but that is going to change here, I think, in 2 weeks. I think that is going to be either the 4th or the 11th. I have a feeling it's June 11th is the Belmont Stakes, but if anybody knows, certainly put it in the comments. So Long Island Railroad is fine. Metro North is good. Again, Pascagoula Valley, Port Jervis, that's because of the delays on New Jersey Transit getting into and out of the city. So just some delays there. So once again, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I don't know much about Twitch, but if you're watching us on Twitch, just leave a comment. And you're probably saying, well, what is a Tri-State Traffic Show? This is a live traffic program from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Monday through Friday throughout the Tri-State area. That would include New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut. We'll give you everything you need to know about the traffic and transit situation for the morning rush hour. This is really a deep dive where other outlets only give 30 seconds for traffic reports, if they even do traffic at all. We can do 5 minutes. I could do 10 minutes. I could do a whole half hour on a situation if I wanted to. That's the beauty of it, because it's my channel and I make the rules. So, with that said here, we are coming up on 7:30 this morning. Good morning, Odon here in the Tri-State Traffic Show, Traffic Center here on a Friday. So we are up and running now. Again, we were pretty busy in New Jersey with the issues on Route 78, a couple of different places there. Same thing with the BQE to the LIE in Queens. We're also seeing some traffic there because of that ramp closure on the northbound BQE with that garbage truck that's, I believe, caught fire earlier this morning, and that is still in the process of being cleared. All right, so we're here at 7:30. Again, it's a foggy start. I'm looking at 67 in fog here in the traffic center, so be careful. Visibility is very, very limited in a lot of places. And also this half hour, we are sponsored by Travels with Darley. We thank Darley Newman for coming on board as a sponsor. You can watch her on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wonderum, and Ovation TV's Journey. And certainly join Darley for her next live virtual event. That's going to be about Santa Fe, New Mexico. You can win some tickets here from me coming up about at 8:15. That's next Thursday, June the 2nd from 7 p.m. to 8:30. And there is the website for more information about the program. So, again, we thank Darley for being a proud sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. Get the logo there. There we go. All right. So now we are going to go to the great state of Connecticut. And let's check out the deal here with any incidents here at 7:30. Let's go across the board. So we got delays in Bridgeport. 2522, 1611, but I don't see anything as far as any accidents are concerned. Let's go across the sound. Let's check this out in real time. Hopefully, I was hoping that this was going to be a little bit, a little lighter than what we normally would see, but still pushing a lot of traffic here on 95. Is I'm going to go from 27 down through about 22, and it loosens up a little bit from 20 down through 16, and then from 16 all the way down through Darien. 16 through 11 is sluggish, and then really hits the brakes from about 8 on over towards 5. Again, this Merritt Parkway, just a lot of congestion out of about 46 through 44, and then to 41. Here, and then really heavy push getting south of Route 7 out to exit 36. I'm thinking this may ease out here, within the next, half hour or so, we hope. Once again, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So good morning to our viewers on Twitch. If you can leave a comment, just let me know if the Twitch comments are working. I really don't know much about Twitch, other than I think my nephew tells me that there's a lot of folks playing PS5 games, computer games for hours on end. So figured we'd jump into the pool and join, all the cool people. So we'll see how that goes. We go over to 287 here in Elmsford is fine through White Plains. So definitely a lot quieter here in Upper West and Lower Westchester, I should say. We do have some backups on the Cross County as you go east of Empire City out to the Hutch, and then north on the Hutch is pretty busy into that same location. But New England Thruway, we're fine. 287 looks good. The New York State Thruway looks great. The Thruway, a little bit of congestion here going south out towards interchange 13 down to 12. But other than that, it looks pretty good. So what I want to do now is go over to the cameras on the Tappan Zee, and this is really to see what the visibility looks like here this morning. Let's just make our way over here to the Tappan Zee Bridge. Again, this is notorious for fog in this area. First, I'm going to start it there. That actually looks pretty good in Tarrytown on the Thruway. Go to just one of these cameras on the Tappan Zee Bridge. And of course, I got to pick the only one. There's like 20 of them here that doesn't work. Doesn't work there as well. So we go here, and yeah, it's a murky start, although I thought the visibility would have been worse here in this section of the Hudson Valley. But the Tappan Zee, again, is rolling along just fine. Again, just a cloudy, murky start. It's ugly out there. There's a lot of fog, maybe a little bit of light drizzle, depending on where you are here at 7:34. So we will go to Rockland County. Let's just check out the Palisades here this morning, see what the vibe is here. That seems to be moving fine, and even the visibility really doesn't look terrible here coming up on 8:35. We'll head back to the maps now, and let's go on over towards Orange County this morning. We're fine on the Thruway, Route 6, 84, even Upper Westchester, we're clear on 84, Route 6, and 684 out of Brewster through Goldens Bridge, Katona. Again, very, very quiet. Westbound 84 backs up just a little bit there as you get out towards the 684 interchange. All right. So with that said, we want to go back to New Jersey. We've got two big top stories here. This is going to be eastbound side of 78 is really the top story in the entire area. Let's go for a fresh look at what's going on here. So, all right. So here it is. 7:33 was the update just 2 minutes ago. Crash investigation, overturned tractor trailer, 78 both directions east of exit 11, two left lanes are going to be closed. And there's also another overturned tractor trailer. That update coming in at 7:10, westbound just before 287 and exit 29. So we're going to focus in first on the situation here out between Warren and Hunterdon counties on Route 78. Let's go there. Go to Pattonburg Road. Now, the first thing, obviously, you're going to see is the fog. So it's going to be really difficult to see. So this is eastbound that heads away, and that's moving pretty good. So I'm not sure. They may have reopened some of those lanes there because that traffic is moving a lot better than it was even just 10 minutes ago when we looked at it. That's going eastbound. The proof in the pudding here will be the tunnel road camera if this is beginning to move now. Let's check that out in real time. Hopefully the camera will work. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nope. We're going to close out of these cameras here, and we're going to close out of Connecticut. Go back to the cameras again. Let's just see if we can get this camera to work. I think it's just too many things all running at the same time, trying to stream my video. And all right, so we're still on the brakes, but it's beginning to move at least. At least I'm seeing some movement in the vehicles there going eastbound here at Tunnel Road just before exit 11. So my thinking is let's go back to the Pattonburg Road camera. And unfortunately, the fog is really making this for a difficult ask here. Let me just zoom in and just see if we can show you what the deal is here. And of course, the camera has to get all messed up. So this is east heading away. I'm thinking that 78 east is open now, and whatever is still happening is on the shoulder here this morning. That is my professional opinion. That's eastbound. Again, you're looking east or on the westbound side, and that eastbound side, I would say, is open at this point. Because if there were still two lanes shut down as it was before, that traffic would not be moving as well as it is. So let's go for the latest. Let's just widen this map up just a bit. Again, they just got the latest update at 7:33, so it literally must have just happened, and you very well could be the first to see and hear it here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. That eastbound side of 78 is going to be open, according to that camera. So we'll go back to the maps here this morning. We go back west here in the Bedminster area. We've got another overturned tractor trailer shutting down at least the lane, getting out to the 78 interchange. Now, let's just see where that is. All right, so it closes up the right lane. So it's right in here. So it looks like it's just before the exit for 287. So it's on that right side there this morning. Just a minor delay. You just got to be careful coming down the hill here, because this is what you're going to run into as you get out towards 287. So, yeah, that westbound side is just a bit tied up here on this very early Friday morning. Let's continue on now, and let's see what else we've got going on. For the most part, we are quiet across the state along Route 80, 287, 17, heading up towards the Mahwah area. 287 at Edison is good. Look at this Parkway down the shore is moving fine. 195, 295. Also, Route 18, Route 70, all the shore points looks good because honestly, how many people really want to go to the shore today, or at least now? I mean, it is just ugly out there. You know what? Maybe we can show you a couple cameras down the shore just to show you the weather conditions here. We'll do another check of weather in about 5 minutes or so. 55, a little backed up as you get in towards 42. But even that, again, we are much, much lighter getting into Philadelphia on a dreary Friday morning. Let's go back to the Turnpike cameras because they control the Garden State Parkway. We'll run down the deal here. Let's just see what it looks like out by the Cape May Toll Plaza. Yeah, ugly start, a little light rain here this morning with that fog. show it in Stone Harbor. That's actually Stone Harbor Boulevard you're looking at. So again, a really, really foggy start. Be careful, going across those smaller little dollar toll bridges between Stone Harbor and Wildwood. I would imagine that could be kind of a wild ride, no pun intended, just because of certainly the weather conditions. There it is, a better picture of the Cape May Toll Plaza. Again, just some light fog there. So if you are headed out to Cape May here this morning, just slow it down. We'll show you through New Gretna what the deal is here. And I can't because the cameras don't work. We go south of 40, where visibility is a little bit better there. Let's go to the Toms River area, north of 82. Of course, the camera doesn't work. What else is new? So we go to the Toms River Toll Plaza. One of these cameras has got to work. There we go. We got it at the TRT. We go here, and again, visibility doesn't look bad, but again, as you get out towards, let's say, 35 or so, out through Seaside Heights, that's certainly where visibility can be a bit of an issue. All right, so we're at 7:40 now. Let's go back to our incident page just to see what the story is, if they've updated the 78 crash. They're still saying both directions, and again, I'm going to go back to the cameras here. I do not see that. There's no way traffic would be getting by again, and now it's starting to stack up because all this traffic is now starting to build in. Because unless they closed it up again, I'm not sure why that traffic is moving as good as it was before. So, so there's definitely been some change in the status, I think, of this crash. We're going to leave it here. Again, they may have just temporarily shut it down again. It's really tough without the cameras to really see, because obviously the crews and state police are busy attending to the situation, not so much radioing back to headquarters as far as what's open and what's not. But again, they may have closed it down, but that traffic, you saw it live here on the Tri-State Traffic Show, that was moving really good, getting through that stretch. Again, they may have just reopened everything as they moved the tractor trailer off to the shoulder potentially, but here at Tunnel Road, yeah, that definitely it's more than just the one lane that's open because this traffic is eased out fairly quickly here. And again, I think that's what happened was that I'm going to still say that it's open, but we'll wait for the official word from DOT and state police. I think that it is open because this traffic, there's just no way that this would have eased out that fast if there were still two lanes shut as it was just a few minutes ago. So let's go back to the maps and we'll just see where that delay is continuing to get back towards Route 22 now. So again, we're still on that hour plus mark on eastbound 78, but I think it's going to get better here within the next half an hour or 45 minutes or so. So if you can hang out till maybe 8:30 and then go out and we can see what the situation will be for you if you want to travel east on 78. But again, Smitty NJ, regular watcher, he's actually watching in Bucks County, PA, out in this area, and he uses 78 to get to work. So hopefully he's doing the work from home or he's actually off getting to the holiday weekend. So again, if you're going in, Smitty, certainly leave later or just call it a work from home day. Let's just see what else we've got going. Again, the westbound side here in Bedminster still have that other overturned tractor trailer. Again, other than that, the rest of the Garden State looks in pretty good shape, except for our Hudson River crossings now. Let's go there. So we want to bring this up. This morning, we're going to do the Hudson River crossings, and we're going to go back to transit, and then we're going to try to bring up the FAA website to see if there's any flight delays because of the weather. Let's just go for the crossing time. Let's just wait for that to load up. Do we need some music? Do we have music? There we go. There we go. Why not, right? So 45 at the upper to 31, 30 for the lower. About 10 minutes there at the Lincoln and about 20 at the Holland. I think this is the applause. Let's see. Oh, that's the laughter. Get this whole soundboard. There it is. So we got the travel times here at the crossings up and running now. Now I got the right one. So again, friends, it's gonna be up at 7:45. We are on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Twitch here this morning, just trying something different instead of Twitter. If you're watching us on Twitter, it normally would certainly just go to the YouTube channel and subscribe, please. That helps me out greatly. We're trying to get to the 1,000 subscriber mark. That's the goal. Really, what I want to do is really get to 100 if we can first, then we take it step by step. But again, we've only been on the air for 3 weeks now. So this is the 15th broadcast, and we're already at 70 subscribers. So you can tell all your friends and do what you can to subscribe to the YouTube Tri-State Traffic Show traffic page there, the channel. That would certainly help out very, very much. All right. So with all of that said, let's take a quick break, and we'll check in with our observation data from the National Weather Service now. So looking at a lot of fog out there, especially across Long Island, parts of New Jersey, as you did see it. Temps are into the 60s, mid to upper 60s, depending on where you are. Just a humid, sticky, just an ugly gray early morning with the fog, the mist, and hopefully we get some of this out of here. But again, later on today, the potential is certainly out there for some storms anytime after about 2 o'clock. Some of the storms could be strong in nature, so keep an eye to the sky, keep that phone charged, and certainly plan out your route if you have to head out anytime after about 2, 3 o'clock. As far as where you're going, there's some notorious areas that go underwater very quickly with some flash flooding. If we do get a lot of heavy rain all in one, let's say a half an hour, 15, 20 minutes in some cases, we got a lot of landscapers out there. There's a lot of leaves, not leaves, but just grass clippings, just stuff that builds up in those drainage areas, even if it's just local streets in your own neighborhood. Again, we have a lot of landscapers out there cutting lawns and so forth, and some of that grass just ends up in the street, and then it ends up into those catch basins as well as the sewer drains. So again, be careful maybe where you park. Just err on the side of caution. If you think you're in some sort of a flood zone, then get that car up and out of the way. That's the worst thing to do, is have a car that's been in water. It's very, very difficult to alleviate problems there, especially if you have electrical issues in a vehicle. So again, that's later on this afternoon into this evening. Could be some strong storms. We'll be on the air from 4 until 6 to get you through the evening rush hour, if there even is any, as also for the holiday getaway. And we'll certainly keep an eye on the weather, because weather and traffic always go together in every situation, no matter who tells you. If anybody tells you different, they're lying to you, because traffic and weather always go together. So now it looks like the shower is going to kind of ease out for early Saturday morning, and maybe some peaks of sunshine through Saturday. Temps are going to be into the mid 70s. So just potential is out there for tomorrow for a spot shower. But then after that, Sunday, Monday is going to be golden sunshine on Sunday into the upper 70s and lower 80s. And then it gets really warm on Memorial Day, getting closer towards the mid 80 mark. Dare we say maybe somebody could get close to 90? Well, we'll see. But that is good news for the Memorial Day parades, and also the outdoor services that are going to be taking place most places usually in the morning on Monday, Memorial Day. All right, so that is a look of our foggy conditions. Again, temps starting off things here. I can't even talk straight. It's Friday, folks. Is starting things off here in the tri-state area with that foggy start. So again, we are sponsored by Travels with Darley. If you're not familiar with Darley, there's Darley Newman, my friend who has a great program on PBS Create, also on Amazon Prime and Wondrum, and also on Ovation TV's Journey. You also want to join her for her next upcoming live virtual program and lecture on destination cities. It's going to be Santa Fe, New Mexico. That's coming up next Thursday, June the 2nd. And that's going to be from 7 p.m. until 8:30. And to get tickets, you can see the website there just coming across the screen. Now, here's the promotion for it. Once again, destination cities is Santa Fe, Thursday, June 2nd, from 7 p.m. until 8:30. And we're also going to give away some tickets if you'd like to go. The first person to comment on Facebook and YouTube who would like tickets to this program at 8:15, right after weather, will open that up. I do have a couple of sets of tickets that I can give away. Now, if you're not familiar with Darley's program, here's a little look of Travels with Darley.
I'm Darlene Newman, and we're in Albany, New York, Charleston, South Carolina, Selma, Alabama, Colorado, Hayward, Wisconsin, at the site of the Lumberjack World Championships.
We're road tripping across the USA on epic trails for adventure.
If I were on the battlefield, I would have run.
Cuisine.
It smells really good. Wow.
You got one?
I got a jalapeno in there.
History.
Prior to this canal opening, boats to get to the center of the country had to go down around Florida and up the Mississippi.
Dr. Martin Luther King delivering his amazing "How long, not long" speech.
And culture.
Where's Bob Ross when you need him?
Discover what's in your own backyard on an all-new season of Travels with Darlene.
Those are good. Cattails, who knew? Wow, 6th generation.
Yes. Amazing.
120 proof smooth, right?
1, 2, 3.
So that's just a little look of Travels with Darlie. That's her newest season that is on the air once again on PBS Creates, Wondrum, also on Ovation TV's Journey and Amazon Prime. Really a lot of interesting historical places that Darlie has taken you on some of the trails across the United States here in season 9. And once again, giving away a pair of tickets to her upcoming virtual program that is coming up next Thursday. That will take place here on the Tri-State Traffic Show at a little about after about 8:15 or so. All right. So with all of that said, we will go back to the action on the roads here this morning. Let's give you the update on New Jersey Transit because we had things jumping off here this morning. It looks like things are on or close, maybe. Yep, there we go. All right, so we're back on or close to schedule. We got the Montclair line there, the 7:39 arrival into MSU is about 20 minutes there. And again, we got some Morrison Essex delays. 7:13 from Summit is 20 minutes late from earlier equipment issues. So lots of canceled trains here on the corridor this morning, and that is all resulting from that Amtrak maintenance issue and some cancellations here. One train, 650 from Raritan canceled. So they're on the 7-Elevens. That's about, 20 minutes there. All right. So NJ Transit is settling down fairly nicely. Let's go to the issues there. Again, 78, as I mentioned before, you saw and heard it here. Again, lots of experience in this, friends. I told you that 78 was open both ways there out by exit 12, and we just got confirmation here from DOT that that is going to be the case. Let's just see how that traffic is now flowing through the area. We want to head over here by Pattonburg Road. This is where we saw fog, and also, so it's slow going through here. There's still maybe some police activity on the shoulder, but it is definitely open in both directions. So again, you saw and heard that first if you were watching us, our nice audience here this morning on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Not Twitter, we're on Twitch. Trying that out to see if anybody has some traction there. And again, this is out by Tunnel Road there, just before exit 11. So again, we are open, and these delays are going to be easing out here, hopefully in the next half hour. Again, if you can hold out till about 8:30 to leave on where you normally would use 78, I think you'll be in better shape. Also, westbound on 78, this is starting to get interesting here. We're still about 5 minutes or so, but to be careful, that's really getting close. It's the right lane shut down on the shoulder, but it's on that kind of split there. For the continuation of 78 and then the exit for 287. So again, keep that in mind. Other than that, the rest of the Garden State looks in good shape. We'll give you another check of the Hudson River crossings. And it's really surprising to see the George Washington Bridge all banged up there in about half an hour, because look at the Lincoln. That's pretty much wide open. About 10 to 12 there, 20 at the Holland Tunnel. Let's go back to the maps. Let me just see if there's anything happening on the Cross Bronx, because feel like that should be a little bit easier for us. Maybe it's this Major Deegan situation. No, the Deegan is just a lot of traffic there passing Yankee Stadium, and then eastbound is heavy out to 3rd Avenue. So this is kind of, our regular traffic pattern for the morning rush hour. And then the westbound side is heavy out of the interchange. Let's check up on the BQE situation. Let's see. Go to the real-time cameras, as they say. Send it back over to. Got to upgrade the infrastructure here in the traffic center. Goodness gracious, it's this mouse is just a mess. So that is still shut there. Yeah, that was a garbage truck because there's the sanitation vehicle that is on scene. So yeah, still dealing with the massive cleanup here. Again, this is on the eastbound ramp to the LIE this morning. That is going to be headed to the westbound direction. So there really is just want to put the headphones down for a second. So that is going to be the ramp to the eastbound from the eastbound side of the northbound BQE to the westbound LIE. Let's just see if we can show you that because it's just like alphabet soup there. So I just want to show you what the ramp is that's shut. It's right in here. Let's go a little street view job. And it's right in here. This is where this took place. It's right underneath S. Let's just see where we are. That camera, literally, it was, wow, that's a big arrow. Literally looking at right underneath here. So if you compare that shot, that's the same. Same deal. There it is. There it is. Camera anyway. The camera is. And I don't know when this is 2019, so that camera may not have even been installed yet. So let's just go back to the regular review, shall we? Again, our comments are open. Please go ahead and leave a comment if you can. Just say hello, happy Friday, something. Just tell me where you're headed. I just want to see if anybody's actually watching on Twitch there. So again, this is where it's shut from the northbound BQE to the westbound Expressway. That's that ramp. That is what's closed. So if you normally take the northbound BQE coming up out of Brooklyn to get to the Midtown Tunnel, well, you're out of luck. You're not going to be able to do that. So certainly just plan accordingly. Now, the westbound side, that's just kind of normal traffic merging in with the southbound BQE there. This morning, Midtown Tunnel, maybe about 10 minutes. Same thing at the Queensboro Bridge. A little sluggish out by LaGuardia, going west on the Grand Central, and north on the BQE is heavy in that same location. Looks like we may have cleaned up a crash here north on the Whitestone Expressway up to the Cross Island Parkway. And then Jackie Robinson looks like it's seeing a lot of traffic both ways here from east of Cypress Hill, Forest Park, on into the Kew Gardens interchange. So you know what? Let's just come off of this camera here for now. Let's go to the Jackie Robinson because just in about 2 minutes here, I'm going to take a check of our flight delays if there are any. Let's head here. Metropolitan Avenue. Wow, look at that. Just a parking lot. How many people use the Jackie Robinson Parkway? Wow. It's traffic there. Quite honestly, I'm not sure which direction because there's not really a good locator as far as which way it's going. I think it's going west or kind of outbound as sometimes you hear it. But let's just see what it is here at Queens Boulevard. Wow, that is just a lot of. It's amazing that there's actually like a highway in this section. It's crazy that there's actually a parkway just cutting straight through this neighborhood. Unbelievable. So yeah, just kind of normal traffic for this time of the morning. I don't really see anything as far as anything out of the ordinary. The Van Wyck is pretty heavy out of Kennedy up to the Kew Gardens interchange, and then north on the Bell Parkway into the Cross Island is going to be slow from the southern all the way up to the Grand Central. But you know, the Bell Parkway now is starting to go downhill a little bit here, getting west of Flatbush on over towards Ocean Parkway. East off the Verrazano is heavy. Staten Island actually looks pretty good until you get to the Verrazano, so things are fine there. And then through Industry City on the Gowanus all the way up and onto the BQE. What else is new there? About 10 or 12 minutes at the Battery Tunnel. All right, so with that said, let's check in with the FAA. Let's just see if the is here. FAA. Let's just go to delays. Where can we find the delays? Let's see. Air traffic by the numbers. New. Airports. Maybe FAA delays. National Aerospace, NOTAMs. No, that's not what I want. Let's see here now. Yeah. All right. So, let's just save that to the bookmarks. There we go. So yeah, all of our no real flight delays at all here across the board. So that's good. Fairly quiet at the airports, even though there is quite a bit of fog out here this morning. All right. So with that said, we are here at 8 o'clock. Let me put the headphones on so I don't blow the place apart with the music. Let's see if I can get the headphones on the right way. There we go. Let's bring in the music. Again, we're here at the top of the 8 o'clock hour. Good morning to you. Happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully the camera's not lip sync isn't too far off here this morning. But anyway, we are up and running. Got the Hawaiian shirt on for the holiday weekend. For the most part, looks like the holiday weekend is going to be in pretty good shape weather-wise. Getting Sunday into Monday. We'll have the check of that in about 15 minutes or so. Yeah, it's fairly quiet out there. We're starting to settle down things just a little bit throughout the tri-state area. So that is going to be some good news. Again, we are sponsored this half hour by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery in beautiful downtown Cranford. Head on over towards North Avenue West, which is actually Route 28. So that is going to be a state highway. And tell Ralph, tell him Odon sent you on over to there to get some great ice cream. Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery is a proud sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. We thank Ralph and the entire staff there. And for more information, you can find on his website, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com, as well as on Instagram. Post a lot of great pictures on Instagram of all the great ice cream in the shop there. Again, that's Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery on Instagram. I think I got that right. Yeah. So head over there and also check out his website, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. Once again, we're up and running for a Friday morning for the next hour on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Let's see if we can get somebody to comment here this morning at 8:15. We're giving away a pair of tickets to Travels with Darley Newman's virtual program on Santa Fe, New Mexico, courtesy of the Smithsonian Associates. So that will be coming up after weather at 8:15. If you'd like to go to the program, be the first one to comment there on YouTube and Facebook, and we'll give you a pair of tickets to see her great program. All right. So with that said, let's go back to the full screen here this morning. We'll just put me in the corner here this morning. There we go. Let's take a look at what's going on. So we'll give you the update here on 78. Again, everything has been reopened. Delays are beginning to thin out going east of exit 7. All the way out through 11 and 12. That tractor trailer crash has now been cleared. So we're back in business as far as the traffic is concerned. Unfortunately, it was an accident investigation, which we never want to see. But that has been completely taken out of the roadway here on this early Friday morning. Let's go to the cameras. We'll show you proof positive here. And the other issue is the fog. Again, still about 67 in fog here in the traffic center. Again, this eastbound side is still fairly heavy into that location. I think there may be some police activity, let's say on the shoulder or in the grassy median or so. I think that's just why people are slowing down, just to get a look at that. But again, it's beginning to thin out fairly well. I think if you can wait till 8:30, I think you should be in pretty good shape. But again, we'll keep an eye on it here because we can give you 5-10 minutes on one issue and not 30 seconds, as some will say is a good idea, which it is not. So traffic and weather, as I said before, always go together. And I'm also seeing some delays here. Let's go back to that map 31. Now, normally for the morning rush hour, we will see delays through Hampton and Glen Gardner, but I think we're picking up a little bit of slight alternate volume there, heading out to the Clinton area, because maybe some have taken 57. I think that's kind of why 57 is starting to back up here at the traffic light as you get in towards 31. So again, people just trying to avoid the delays here along 78. So again, this is going to ease out here shortly, but still probably another half an hour away or so from seeing these delays finally easing out. Now, the westbound LIE were pretty solid. The LIE. Westbound 78. Westbound Route 78 is busy into 287 with another overturned tractor trailer. That is still being cleared, and there it is here. It takes out the right lane and the shoulder here this morning. So that's still being worked on. Eastbound is still pretty heavy as we head out towards 287. 287 looks good through Morristown. West on 80 is looking pretty busy here over at 280, and then southbound 15 seeing a little bit of just a little minor crowding exiting for Route 80, but that's about it. 23, 208, it's much quieter when 208 is clear. 21 getting into 20, that's busy, but again, when is that not an issue? 17 starting to build a little more volume out at Essex Street and Lodi, and then east on Route 4 is starting to build up some more volume out by Hackensack Avenue. Let's take a look at Route 3 is good. Look at this Parkway. Take a picture of that for 8:06 in the morning. That's going to be wide open here this morning. So that's some good news for drivers there. As we head to the Parkway in Clark and Cranford, things are fine this morning. Also, a good ride on the Parkway as you head up and over the Driscoll Bridge. You know what? As we're saying that, let's just take another look at the Hudson River crossing. So we got the map open because I got to close out some of these tabs here until we get the new computer into the traffic center. Let's just see when. There we go. About 25 to 30 at the George. Things are fine at the Lincoln and about 20 at the Holland Tunnel. So let's just close out of this. The flight delays are fine. We want to go to, where am I going to go next? We're going to go to the Turnpike cameras because I want to show you the Parkway over the Driscoll Bridge just to see what the weather is here this morning. And again, we're on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Twitch here this morning. Don't know much about Twitch, but we'll see if anybody's watching there. If anybody has any comments, certainly throw them up in the comments section. This is coming off of the Driscoll Bridge. That doesn't look bad at all. And even here, getting out to 127 is going to be moving fine. Let's just see what the scene is here. That's actually a live picture, and I'm seeing some sun kind of peeking through the clouds. So there's really no visibility issues here, unless that's a camera from like a week ago. I don't think so. That was moving in real time. This is through Monmouth County. That's okay at 120. Let's just this website is just difficult. Let's go out to Clark and 136. Again, still a little foggy here by Colonia and the rest area. Let's just bring this camera up. There we go. So yeah, visibility is not too bad here. I was really expecting the visibility be worse there. Let's just see what the tower looks like at 129. That's not going to work. So there's the tower. I'm sorry. Yeah, so visibility is pretty good here in the Woodbridge area between the Turnpike and the Parkway interchange there, interchange 11. So we're okay through that stretch. Let's see what else we can talk to you about. Let's go down the shore. That's going to be a popular thing later on today, depending on the weather. Now, weather is certainly going to be a factor. We'll get another check of that here in just a couple of minutes, but we'll be on the air starting at 4 p.m. until 6. So you definitely want to tune in if you can. Get you through any potential delays because of the weather. It's kind of going to go downhill anytime after about 2-3 in the afternoon. Straight on through this evening with some stronger storms potentially out there, as well as some heavy rain. So the Parkway good from exit 0 straight up the line to the Driscoll Turnpike, 195, 55, a little bit sluggish here, getting into the 42 interchange, but even that's much better than normally what we will see. As we continue on here this morning, let's take a look at transit just to see what the delays are, if any of these delays are coming off the board. Now, you're going to see a lot of canceled trains on the corridor because of the issues from some late running Amtrak maintenance. So everything is on or close to schedule, pretty much system wide. Again, we've got the coastline here to the 817 arrival in the Penn is 25 minutes late following an earlier medical emergency. Let's just bring up the Northeast corridor. Again, there's just, let's see, on or close. We bring it up here. Again, there's they're staying a 20-minute delay. The Penn arrival there on the corridor. The 811 is canceled out of Trenton, which was scheduled to leave in about 30 seconds. So again, we're beginning to ease it up. Hudson Bergen is on or close. That's good. Same thing with the River Line, 15-minute delay south because of mechanical issues. So again, we're seeing some spot delays across the board here, but it's slowly settling down. So that is some great news for riders of NJ Transit. Let's go to the path alerts now, and we'll see what we've got happening here this morning. Nothing. Oh, no, not nothing. Journal Square to 33rd delay. That was about a half an hour ago. Mechanical problem with the train at 33rd Street. So watch for that little bit of an inconvenience, as they call it. All right. So New Jersey is fairly quiet, settling down there along 78. We'll make our way. Let's see where we're going to go. Let's go to Connecticut now. I feel like I'm leaving Connecticut out, and I love doing Connecticut traffic. So much fun at times. Just some great folks there at the DOT and the state police. Really, really very, very helpful, as is all the DOTs, but special place there for my friends for the CTDOT. So we go south along 95 out of Bridgeport Fairfield. It's beginning to loosen up a little bit. You know what, let me just bring up the camera list and might as well just show you, right? The Merritt Parkway is seeing obviously the traffic there. So there's a look in Greenwich by exit 2. This is by exit 3. Pretty solid ride here heading south into 3 out of about 6 or so. This is by 4. And this is 5, so it's settling down there. But again, getting into 5 is fairly heavy. And then through Stamford is jammed both ways here out by WWE headquarters by exit 8. So that's going to be southbound headed away. North on the left is awfully crowded. I wonder if, let's just go to the maps. I wonder if there's something going on there getting through this stretch. What is this? An accident south? I don't see anything there. So... yeah, that's a little bit heavier than I'd like to see, especially heading in the northbound direction. There's south at exit 9. This is through 9, just jam-packed here, getting through Stamford. You would have hoped that some of our friends would have, taken today off. This is through, where are we? Darien by exit 12. Again, you can see visibility is not terrible, but it is slightly foggy, and depending on where you are, this is through 16. This morning, this is south of 17. This is heavy at 18, just straight out of the Sherwood Island connector. We'll head up towards the Fairfield and Bridgeport areas. There it is by the connector. We're fine. 18 up through 19, again through 19, and in towards 22 in Fairfield. And it backs up here from about 27 on over to 24. Now, this is going to be, let's click on this camera here. Let's see what happens here. This is going to be heading northbound this morning. Is a fairly slow ride at exit 26. Now, again, unless that image is frozen from earlier, I don't have anything there. Let's just check out the list of incidents just to see if something popped up on 95. So delays south 2619, as you showed you, 1711, 10 through 5. Okay. The Merritt is heavy 44 to 35. So nothing being reported in that location as far as any kind of an accident, but it's right in here by the 8 and 25. I'm thinking that something happened because this should not be that heavy getting out to the 8 and 25 connector right in here. So I'm thinking something may have happened. Maybe somebody slowed down, maybe broken down a truck or some type, because that should not be heavy at all, especially on Friday before the holiday. So the 8 and 25 is a little bit busy getting into 95 on the ride in Milford. 95 a little slow through this section here from 37, 38, 39. but nothing reported as far as a crash concerned. South into 41, that's really our delays. Now we've cleaned it up here from 48 through 46 into 44. We'll go 41 down through just south of 39 into 36 is going to be the heaviest of the ride. But again, through Darien, Stamford, and Greenwich heading south, I mean, there's barely any movement whatsoever. All right, so we'll take a check of Westchester County before we get to the city in Long Island after the break. We go east here this morning along 287, building a little light volume into exit 5-6 in White Plains, and then the Hutch, pockets of volume heading up into Weaver Street, and again, heading south of 287. New England Thruway, New York State Thruway is good. Tappan Zee is fine. Even the visibility doesn't look too bad. The Thruway through Orange and Rockland counties, that is going to be pretty good. Even as you head up towards Goshen and Middletown, 84, Port Jervis, we're fine. Upper Westchester, Dutchess, Putnam counties, the Thruway, 84, 684. Again, we are completely in the clear. So with that said, let's take a look at the rails here this morning for Metro North, and we'll get back to the subways once we get back into the city. You want to look at Metro North, things are fine. We have a planned substitute busing here on the Pascagoula Valley line today until late June, and that sets up in less than an hour. All right, so with that said, let's take a look at our latest weather observations here this morning. John is off, our meteorologist in training over at Rutgers University, so we thank him for all the forecasting he's done so far. He will be back on the big broadcast to come up Tuesday morning. Hopefully we'll get Johnny on the air. Just had some other commitments with school and stuff like that, and certainly that's the most important thing. All right, so we'll take a look at what's happening here at Newark. Now we're at 70 now, so warming up fairly well there. A little bit cooler out on the island. Pair of 63s at Farmingdale and Shirley. Gabreski at 61 with some fog. Still seeing some light drizzle and fog and mist here at Kennedy as well as LaGuardia into the lower 60s, and now making its way up to the upper 60s here for Central Park and Somerville, Teterboro, and Trenton. So again, it's just a soupy start to the morning ride. You did see the cameras there in Middlesex County out through the Driscoll Bridge. There was very, very little issues with any kind of fog. You know, it's the crossings having a little bit of fog as well. And then certainly out in western Jersey there, Warren, Hunterdon counties, you got to be real careful here on this very early, what is now 8:16 on a Friday morning. All right, so with that said, later on today, we'll be on again at 4 p.m. until 6 p.m. to get you through the holiday getaway, as well as we're going to be dealing with some weather here, friends. So keep an eye to the sky, be weather aware, want to certainly charge up those phones anytime after about 3 o'clock or so. As you can chew in 3 o'clock, things could get interesting throughout the tri-state area with some showers, some storms, some thunderstorms, some heavy rain, certainly potentially for maybe some hail in that. Again, just kind of an ugly finish to the Friday getaway. So weather and traffic always go together, and we'll be on top of it here in the Tri-State Traffic Show Traffic Center. That is beginning at 4 p.m. until 6 o'clock. So keep, again, an eye to the sky, plan out your travels accordingly, and again, charge up those phones. It looks like the rain will get out of here early tomorrow morning, and then there is a potential for a pop-up shower sometime on Saturday, but still, I think there's more breaks of dry weather than there is wet weather. Temps are going to be into the mid-70s, and then getting closer to the 80-degree mark on Sunday with some golden sunshine, and then golden sunshine on Monday with temperatures really cooking. Summertime like temperatures at lower to mid 80s, so it's going to be an awfully hot Memorial Day. So hopefully your parade for your town, if you can get out, is early in the morning, so we should be okay. But again, bring definitely along some water if you're headed out to the parades or its services on Monday morning and Monday afternoon. All right, so take care of weather here at 8:18. We've also got to talk to you about our big ticket giveaway for Darley Newman's upcoming show on Thursday, June the 2nd at Destination Cities, Santa Fe. That's between 7 p.m. and 8:30. We're giving away a pair of tickets there. So the first person to leave a comment on Facebook, YouTube as well as Twitch. We'll get a pair of tickets to see Darley's virtual lecture on Santa Fe, New Mexico. If you happen to be planning a trip out towards that area, certainly give you a lot of great ideas as far as some of the best places to go, eat, drink, have a lot of fun. Once again, that's next Thursday, Destinations Cities, Santa Fe. That takes place from 7 p.m. until 8:30. And once again, giving away a pair of tickets there to the first folks that get onto Facebook and YouTube and Twitch that leave me a comment, and we'll hook you up with some tickets here for this virtual program. All right, and again, we are sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery in beautiful downtown Cranford. We got to say a big shout out to Ralph being our first sponsor here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. That's just some of the great ice cream that you can find here at the Vanilla Bean Creamery, located in beautiful downtown Cranford, 22 North Avenue West, which is actually Route 28 for those who are from outside of the New Jersey area. They call it North Avenue in Cranford. He makes just some of the greatest ice cream in the tri-state area. You can see the cotton candy there, the cappuccino crunch, again, just awesome stuff. He also makes these wonderful flying saucers and chipwiches, again, for anybody, but kids love these, and just really great treats here for the summer, for a barbecue, maybe on Memorial Day itself or anytime this weekend. Certainly want to head over to Ralph and get some of the greatest ice cream around. So, we also have the typical core three, as he calls it: the vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. Bananas Foster is another award-winning ice cream. He also has some amazing sorbets. I've tried the blood orange sorbet and highly recommend that. He also has a new flavor, peach mango, which is now in the dipping case. We also have party cake, another crowd favorite and sort of personal favorite of mine. He knows that very much. Ordered that many times. Vanilla chocolate super crunch is just absolutely delicious. It's almost like a ice cream cake all mashed up into a nice cup or a cone. The fudge brownie sundae, I'm sure he's going to be extremely busy this weekend with these temperatures getting in towards the 80s. So certainly want to head out there early because I'm sure that the lines will be out the door. He also makes these amazing cakes for any kind of occasion. Again, we have Father's Day coming up in a couple of weeks. We've got a lot of graduations that are just finishing up now for colleges and universities, as well as graduations from high schools and public schools, private schools, what have you. So he has these small round cakes that serve 7 to 8 people, medium round cake 9 to 11, and large sheet cake 30 to 40. So he'll be able to customize that with any of the ice cream that he actually has on hand in the case. Also, he can customize it with any kind of characters or any kind of writing you want on the cake. He also has these signature cakes, Bananas Foster, party cake, and the Mocha Bomb, which sounds absolutely delicious. And then he makes these other vanilla cupcakes, which are really interesting. I've never seen these before other than at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. That is going to be the vanilla cake with the vanilla ice cream on top. Just awesome for a kid's birthday party or for anybody. Just a nice small treat, just enough ice cream, get a little taste of the ice cream, or doesn't think that you're eating too much ice cream or whatever. But then you have that cake that kind of follows up as the chaser there. So just great stuff with those cupcakes. He also makes pies, and again, those ice cream sandwiches, as I showed you earlier. So if you'd like to head out to visit Ralph, you tell him I sent you. Here is the map. It's right here just west of the Garden State Parkway off of exit 137, located at 22 North Avenue West here in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. He is open Monday through Thursday from 12:30 until 9:30, and then until 10 o'clock on Friday and Saturday, and 9 p.m. on Sunday. And for more information, you can head to his website, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com, and follow him on Instagram at Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Same thing on Facebook. And we thank Ralph for the sponsorship of the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, our eight-time bonk. It's 8:23, I should say. It is Friday, getting into the weekend, and just a programming note: we will not be on the air on Monday. We're taking the holiday off here on Monday, so we will be back with you on Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. So let's go back to New Jersey. Let's give you the update here along 78 Now, wow, now things are starting to pop up again. Oh boy. Let's see what we got. Now we got 37 is closed here in Manchester, Colonial Drive. That's with a traffic signal. It's out of service, and there's EMS activity on the Parkway south of 165A in Paramus. Let's see, north at the Bergen Tolls, another crash, and then west on 78, we still have that crash there with that overturned tractor trailer in Bedminster. So this is going to be this area in question this morning. It's right in here. It's going to be a heavy ride. Then the eastbound side, we're seeing a bunch of traffic as well, heading out to 287. I highly doubt that that's any kind of rubbernecking delay, but it could be a slight delay there. And then now we're building a regular volume through Clinton, just east of exit 12 through 15 into 18, and then some more traffic getting into what was formerly the huge problems there in Union Township out by exit between 11 and 12, where at one point we had everything shut with an accident investigation, but that has now been completely cleared out of the way. So you're open, but it's still a little bit sluggish through there. And then 31, we're seeing a lot of traffic here this morning as you head south out of Hampton in towards Glen Gardner. So with that said, where are we going to go here, Smitty? We're going to go to 37 now. Let's bring up those cameras. Let's go to the cameras. We'll take a look at what the deal is here. I got to bring up the list. Where's the list? There's the list. So we want to go to 37. I know that there's a camera at Colonial Drive. Let's just see if it's in play here this morning as possible. It maybe was taken out with that crash. We want to go Colonial Drive. Let's just see if this camera is working. Under maintenance. Okay. So this is the area. Let's just bring it back to the regular maps and show you. This is going to be along 37 here this morning out through just east of Lakehurst. It's right in here, just east of the 70 split. In this western sections of Toms River. So that's where that's going to be shut down until further notice, just east of Colonial Drive with this. It's really in Manchester Township, and this is eastbound Colonial to Buckingham Drive. So let's just map that out here. This one here is Buckingham Drive is like a local street. Oh, here it is. I see. Oh, it's a continuation of it. So it's really shut down from Colonial straight through this area here. Let's just see if there's anything out here this morning, any businesses that you maybe need to be aware of. I think it's just residential, but let's just go here. It's been a while since you've been down in Manchester Township. So yeah, this is the eastbound side of 37. So yeah, it's just, residential areas through this stretch of 37. Don't know where the traffic signal was it the traffic signal or street light? Traffic signal is down. So let's go back to the maps. Come on. So we're east here of Colonial. So I think it may be the traffic signal here at Buckingham Drive. Let's just see if there is a traffic signal. I would imagine there would be. Yeah. So I'm thinking it's here that this is where this traffic signal got hit somewhere in this interchange this morning. That's the reason why that is going to be shut down along 37. So I think it's a fairly easy detour to get around this CRD 27. We will take you to 70. Just stay with that, and you come back down 571, and then continue further east here, and then reconnect with 37. Let's just see what street that is. That's Commonwealth Boulevard. So that'll get you completely around it here. If you're watching us in Lakehurst and the western sections of Manchester Township along Route 70. So that's a new situation there. We know the Parkway at 165 A and B. Let's just see. I think there's a camera here. Let's just see what the deal is with this. It's out of here. Let's close out of here. And there is a camera. We'll see if this works out the 165. I don't see anything. I really don't see any delays as well. Let's go to the Bergen Toll Plaza. Let's just see if that camera is in operation. That's out of the tolls. That's going to be fine. I'm not really seeing any issues there, and that camera is under maintenance. So, all right. So let's go back to our maps, shall we? We are fairly quiet other than that 37 issue. Central Jersey looks in pretty good shape. Let's go back to the city now. here at 8:28. We'll do a quick reset coming up at the bottom of the hour, and then we have a last and final check at 8:45. Again, our comments section is open. Please leave a comment there. We're also giving away tickets to Darley's virtual show coming up on Thursday, June the 2nd. Looks like Alexandra may have the day off. Same thing with Auntie Anna, who are regulars on the broadcast. So hopefully they're having sleeping in this morning. I probably feel like I should have done this morning as well, but we're here for you. The Staten Island Expressway looks in pretty good shape across the island. Same thing on the West Shore Expressway, Outer Routes Goethals, Bayonne. That is good. West on the Belt, we're seeing some volume there out of Flatbush Avenue over to Ocean Parkway. Inbound Gowanus is going to be a solid ride. What else is new? Getting into the Trench all the way out to the Brooklyn Bridge. And then southbound on the BQE, we're pretty heavy here into the Williamsburg Bridge, all the way out to the Brooklyn Bridge. Then the Williamsburg Bridge itself is about 8 minutes, about 10 here. Not even 10, well, a little less than 8 or so at the Battery Tunnel. Let's go to the Manhattan area. We'll check out the vibe here on the FDR Drive. That's fine. So is the Battery Park Underpass is good. FDR East Side looks quiet until you get up to the Queensboro Bridge from 59th Street all the way up into the, we'll say, lower 90s or so. Then the southbound side hits the brakes coming into 72nd Street. Then more traffic here on the east side as you head south into the RFK Triborough. But the west side is pretty much wide open all across the board. Even the RFK Triborough Bridge looks great. Little sluggishness into Manhattan, but that's about it. Grand Central is eased out really nicely passing Citi Field. The southbound BQE is still going to be there this morning with delays getting across the Kosciuszko Bridge. Let's go back to the city cameras. Let me see if I can bring up the camera with that ramp closer to the westbound LIE. Where are we? Astoria Boulevard, Grand Central. We're to further north. It's going to be right in here. Let's see. Okay, that is clear. Let's just see if we see a vehicle come through. Give it a second. I know we're looking at an empty roadway, but they may have just, obviously they cleared this up, but maybe they're just waiting to go ahead. Oh, there's a vehicle. All right, so that's now cleared. All right, so that's good. So that was the northbound BQE here exiting for the westbound LIE. That ramp had been shut down for some time with that truck fire that now has been cleared as you see it here this morning. All right. Good morning, everybody. No, not laughing. Why not, right? We're getting into the last half hour. Good morning, everybody. Down here in the Tri-State Traffic Center here at 8:30. Welcome. We're up and on the air now until the top of the 9 o'clock hour. We're on the air on Facebook as well as YouTube and on Twitch. We're trying something different. We're trying Twitch here this morning to see if anybody is picking up a little traction there. Again, this is our first day with that. So if you're watching us on Twitch, please leave a comment. Same thing on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel. Helps me out immensely by hitting that subscribe button. You know, I was looking at some of the metrics for the channel, and it seems like half the folks that are watching are not subscribed. So please just subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps me out all across the board with growing the channel on YouTube. So please just hit a subscribe button and hit that bell notification. And that'll tell you when our next live broadcast will be up and running. And speaking of that, it's going to be later on today at 4 o'clock until about 6 o'clock here this afternoon. We'll get you through the evening rush hour, the getaway traffic for the holiday weekend. And we also want to tell you that this half hour is sponsored by Travels with Darley. We get to watch our program on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wondrum, as well as on Ovation TV's Journey. That is Travels with Darley, and join her for her virtual event that's coming up next Thursday, June the 2nd, and that's courtesy of her friends with Smithsonian Associates, and that's going to be all about Santa Fe, New Mexico. So really a great program planned for any and all information about things to do in Santa Fe, some of the best places to go, adventure, hiking, biking, eating, and drinking, and the whole all 9 yards there. Again, that is coming up on Thursday, June the 2nd. If you'd like to go, leave me a comment on Facebook or Twitter. We'll hook you up with some free tickets there. You can go to the website that's going to be coming across the bottom of the screen right here. Let's see, get the other. There we go. The bottom of the screen right there. There we go. We all know what the bottom of the screen is, right? Just wanted to do that. You're at 8:33. So yeah, that's the website for more information on her program. We thank Darley for being a proud sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, let's go back into the maps here this morning, and we'll see what else we've got happening here as we're getting ready to wrap up the week for the morning rush hour. Now, let's go to the Jackie Robinson. Starting to see a ton of traffic here. So look like there may be a crash out by Metropolitan Avenue, which is before Queens Boulevard. So let's go to the cameras here again. Let's head out to that location. We were in just that spot just a few minutes ago. Let's just see what the story is here. This is at Metropolitan. Let's just see if that camera will help us out. I would imagine this is east that's headed away from us, or out to the Grand Central and the Van Wyck Expressway. We want to go, let's come right in this area here. Let's see, at Queens Boulevard. And there it is. Remember, I just showed you this camera just a few minutes ago, how I said it's just amazing that they carved a parkway straight on through this neighborhood. But there we go. So the eastbound or inbound side of the Jackie Robinson at Queens Boulevard, you're looking live at that crash. Hopefully no one's injured. Kind of doesn't, to most part, doesn't seem that way. Looks like we have the drivers out on the standing there. That's going to be a tough spot, obviously, to get some emergency apparatus out there, police on scene. So let's go to the New York incident page. Let's just see if they put this up yet. There it is, eastbound on the Jackie Robinson. So now we got another, oh boy, look at this, south, just past Westchester Avenue. That's gonna be the Cross Bronx. So I think we're gonna come off of the Jackie Robinson Parkway issues this morning. Let's head back up to the Bronx, and we'll check this out in real time and see what we see here at Westchester Avenue. Let's just go to the maps. Westchester Avenue, it's been a while since it's been up this way, so let's go across the East River. We will go Westchester Avenue. That's what I thought it was. Okay, so it's in this area before the Bronx River Parkway. Let's just see here. It's Castle Hill. That's Ellis. This is at Wood Avenue. I think this may be it here. Let's just see. This is southbound. Was that southbound that we were looking at? Southbound just past Westchester Avenue. So we're on the right side of it. So that's the westbound Cross Bronx. This is off to the shoulder. Now, again, they're saying 2 lanes shut. That may be something completely different. Let's just bring it back here to Ellis. That's west, that's headed away. I don't see any lanes closed there. And I just closed that out of the camera. Let's go here at Castle Hill. That is west. That is moving away from us. So yeah, so I don't, maybe I'm just in the wrong spot here this morning. Boy, that this microphone sounds amazing, doesn't it? Sound like the Don LaFontaine, the movie trailer guy. So let's go to the interchange here. I don't see anything there. So why is that? I mean, if there's 2 lanes shut, and that just literally came in like 11 minutes ago. Zoom in here. I have to go with that. Let's just see, where is Westchester? That's White Plains Road, but where's Westchester Avenue? Is it here? Okay, so it is a White Plains Road. So I was right with the cameras in this stretch. Let's go back to the cameras now. It's right in here. Now, again, not saying that there's, come on. Whoa. There we go. So let's just see here at Ellis. This is west that's headed away. I think if there were 2 lanes shut, that this would be heavier than what it is. So again, now whether it's this issue here with this tractor trailer kind of partially taking out the right lane, my thinking is that it is yes, that this may be it. Maybe there was 2 lanes shut at one point, and then the tractor trailer came over to the side. Unless there's a vehicle behind it, I'm not sure. So it's a little tough to see from that vantage point. But again, we will keep an eye on things. Let's just zoom it out, and it's definitely causing the delays there. Southbound Bruckner, a little heavy here at the Hunts Point Drawbridge and to the outbound George Washington Bridge. We are slow. Throgs Neck, a little bit busy getting into Queens. I like the Whitestone better. East on the LIE, we are heavy here. From Casino Boulevard all the way out to the Cross Island. But the westbound side looks really good until you hit the fairgrounds. Same thing on the westbound Grand Central. That's fine. Cross Island looks great. Eastbound on the Belt, a little heavy out by Sunrise Highway. And then the Belt itself, just some sluggishness, Flatbush on over towards Ocean Parkway. And then east a little bit heavy both ways, or actually both ways here at Cross Bay. Let's head out to Long Island. Let's check out the deal here. Just a little bit of congestion here at 135 both ways in the southern, but that's not horrible at all. A little exiting volume for the Meadowbrook. The Meadowbrook 106, 107. Again, it is a Friday before Memorial Day out on Long Island, and there is pretty much absolutely nothing happening. Little sluggishness here on the Sandy Coast north of the southern, but that's about it. LIE and Suffolk is good. So is Sunrise Highway until you get out to Southampton. And even at that, it's kind of the normal drill that we usually see heading out towards the Hamptons and in towards Watermill. So I would imagine that I can only imagine that if today the forecast was for 85 and golden sunshine and it was sunny out right now, how delayed this would be, or even later on this afternoon. But I think the weather is going to hold some folks back getting out to the Hamptons. Or maybe it's the opposite way around. They're figuring, well, nobody is heading out to the Hamptons, so let's go. Just because the weather is not that great. So we'll keep an eye on things there. 8:40 is our time. Good morning to you. We're up and on the air now until the top of the 9 o'clock hour. Let's give you a refresh of Long Island Railroad, shall we? We'll see what the story is here. Let's go there. Long Island Railroad, things are good across. Let's see. Nope. I say that. Some delays, 7:35 train from Port Jeff during the Penn Station at 9:25, 11 minutes late. Okay, so watch for that. Ronkonkoma up to 22 minutes from Ronkonkoma to doing Greenport at 8:54, 22 minutes late because of late arriving equipment. Okay, so we got the couple of minor delays there on Long Island Railroad. Metro North is on or close to schedule. Let's go back to the subways now. Let's check out the deal here. RW trains running on the express track from 34th Herald Square to 57th and 7th Avenue, removing a train with mechanical problems, some service at Times Square and 42nd Street. So some delays there. Let's go to okay, that was all one and the same. We've got that's a local express Q train here. Delay will share the same track with those rerouted trains, so watch for that. What else do we have planned? This is probably for track work during the weekday hours, or actually, let's see, reduced weekday downtown 5 train service from 7:20 to 8:50 this morning. Okay, so for the most part, our subways are playing nicely here across the board. 8:41 is our time. And once again, the comment section is open. If anybody's watching us here on YouTube and Facebook, just give me a thumbs up, say hello, how's the audio, or anything you want to say out here this morning. All right, so let's go back to Connecticut, shall we? Just to check on with our friends here in the Constitution State, just to see if anything is happening. We have delays on 95, 17, 11, 17 through 5, and then the Merritt 44 to 35. So let's make our way here back to the maps, shall we? And again, it's beginning to ease up just a little bit. We have these delays here. South of Route 7 out to exit 36, and then the shoreline is busy from, again, 18 straight on down the line towards about exit 5. But still some congestion here in Bridgeport to Fairfield from 27 down through about 25 or so, 24. And then north on the Merritt, we're seeing just a little blip of traffic here. I don't know whether something has happened here this morning, just past exit, what is this, exit 46? See here. Exit 46. So it's a little bit heavy heading up to this area. This is, what is this, 47? Exit 47, I think. Let's see. For Park Avenue. Yeah, exit 47. So Could be something there by Yale New Haven uh, hospital there. So again, just be mindful. And nothing's come through, but it's to me, it's a lot heavier than what it should be. Just a lot of red coming across the board, getting into exit 47 on the Merit. All right, so Connecticut is settling down just a little bit for us, and then Lower Westchester, we're still dealing with some delays here as you head north into Weaver Street on the Hutch, but 287, we are fine. New England Thruway, Rockland County has the all clear. Same thing with Northern Bergen and Passaic counties in New Jersey. The Thruway, Route 684 through Middletown, Goshen is fine. The Beacon Bridge looks pretty good. 84, Brewster, 684. We are clear across the board. All right. So with that said, unfortunately, I'm not going to get the latest update from the National Weather Service. That comes up in about 6 minutes or so, but we'll refresh it again. But at this point, weather here this morning, a meteorologist in training over at Rutgers University, Mr. John Rocco. He is off for the weekend, so enjoy your time off, Johnny. We'll see you back here on Tuesday. But he's kind of giving me some hints about the forecast for the weekend. So right now we're looking at temps into the kind of a range of, lower 60s to 70 there at EWR, 61 at Gabreski, and still some fog, 63. I imagine these temperatures have probably come up just a little bit from our last reporting time at 7:51. They're almost an hour old or so, but we're hitting the marks here at 8:45, trying to hold to a schedule here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. Trenton Mercer County coming in at 65, and Teterboro coming in at 67. So again, we still have some of that fog and mist that is hanging around. So it's really later on today, friends, is where you have to be weather aware. That's where things could get kind of interesting throughout the tri-state area. And again, we've got some potential showers and weather to come through. We'll be on the air starting at 4 o'clock until 6 to get you through the getaway traffic for the holiday weekend. We're also going to get involved in the weather because traffic and weather, always go together. So we could see some issues, maybe potentially some flash flooding, getting reports that, some of this rain could be certainly heavy in certain areas. So be careful. Make sure you have that phone charged up and ready to go. Now, after the showers kind of get out of the way sometime early tomorrow morning, I think we're in pretty good shape on Saturday. Could be potentially still a pop-up shower is possible for the afternoon and evening. But then after that, things are going to clear up fairly nicely. Heading into Sunday and out to Monday. So Sunday temperature is going to get into the upper 70s to around 80. It's going to be really beautiful. And then even Monday is going to get even warmer up to the mid to potentially upper 80s, depending on where you are for Memorial Day. So just golden sunshine for Sunday and Monday. Certainly get out and enjoy, but certainly take some time to remember what Memorial Day is all about, to remember those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice with their lives for freedoms of this country. Go out to those parades on Monday and go to the services. Very, very important that we honor those men and women who have given their lives for this country. And then, then you can do your barbecue thing or whatever you have planned for the weekend. But again, it's going to be a hot weekend. And again, if you're headed to the shore, I think the lifeguards maybe come on duty possibly in certain areas for Memorial Day because they know a lot of folks head down the shore. But, that water is still awfully cool into the 50s. So it's going to be a real eye opener once you jump into the water, right? But again, make it a very safe holiday weekend. Drive safely. And, if you have a couple drinks or something, just call an Uber or just stay at the friend's house. Don't even think about that. Even if you had maybe 2 drinks and haven't eaten anything, buzzed driving is just as bad as being completely over the limit. So again, just plan it out. Stay with your friends for an extra day if you can, again, or call that Uber or just leave that car behind. Just do not get in the vehicle. Unfortunately, with times with these holiday weekends, sometimes we see an uptick in the DWIs and these crashes that are just horrific, and we just don't want to see any of that here this weekend. So we'll get, let me just refresh the page here. Let's just see if we get the next update from the National Weather Service. No, it looks like around 8:51 we'll do that. So what we will do here is we will talk to you about our friend Darley Newman, who is the proud sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. And we thank Darley for coming on board here for sponsoring our show here on this Friday. And there's Darley. If you're unfamiliar with her program, you can watch her on PBS Create, as well as Amazon Prime, Wondrum, and on Ovation TV's Journey. And also join her for her latest virtual program called Destination Cities Santa Fe. That's coming up next Thursday, June the 2nd from 7 p.m. until 8:30. And to get tickets, you can see the website that's coming across the screen. And this is the program there, once again, from 7 to 8:30. Really a great way to get a lot of great information. Darley is just an experienced traveler, world traveler, and really has a lot of great information about Santa Fe, New Mexico, best places to stay, best places to go to eat and drink. Also, some of the places to go and visit on your vacation. Maybe not so much the touristy spots, but some of the other local places that really get you the really local flavor of Santa Fe, New Mexico. So once again, her program is on Thursday, June the 2nd from 7 until 8:30. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Darley's program, which I hope you are not, let's show you a little promo here. And this is going to be from season 6. This is what Travels with Darley is all about.
Hi, I'm Darley Newman, exploring California's Central Coast at an elephant seal rookery.
Even I was surprised at what you can discover when you ask a local to guide you through a new destination.
Okay, this looks a little dangerous.
Yes.
Wild to be in an ice cave in North Dakota.
In North Dakota.
Maybe deep in your soul, there's a spot that remembers how it was back in the villages.
From a classic American road trip to a national park with presidential ties, we're exploring California, North Dakota, France, Virginia, and beyond on a brand new season of Travels with Darley.
Able steamer. I guess you gotta be a little hardcore to come out and do this trail.
North Dakotans are hardy people, and the Mattahay Trail represents that well.
It's fun. I'm not sure how I'm getting back. I'll just ride home like this.
So again, that's a little look of Travels with Darley. Once again, you find her on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wondrum, and Ovation TV's Journey, and join her for her virtual program coming up on Thursday, June the 2nd, from 7 to 8:30. You can get tickets. That website will be coming up at the bottom of the screen, and that's with her partnership with her friends over at Smithsonian Associates. And we thank Darley so much for being a sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, so we're going to finish up here on this Friday morning for about the next 10 minutes or so. We're head back towards New Jersey, and we're seeing these delays along Route 78 going west now. Starting to get a little bit more congestion here as folks getting up and out a little bit later. Maybe going for the morning coffee, a bagel, or Danish or something. Westbound on 78 is heavy here at 287, and that is all because of this overturned tractor trailer that is still being cleared. Yes, that is still the case. We still have one lane out of service, and I do not think the cameras are working here, but we'll give it a try. Give this a try just to see if these cameras are up and running now. I don't think so. This is part of that project on 287. So let's just see if this camera is working. Nope, that one's out too. So we just have the delays here now. The eastbound side, we're fairly heavy here back towards about exit 24 for Oldwick Road. Just some congestion there getting into 287 now. Whether this is a result of some rubbernecking delays, as 78 continues on over just east of 287 this morning, right in here, potentially. But I don't think so. I think it's more for 287. So maybe some friends heading out. Let's go out towards 78 again here at 31. Looks like we have a crash there. So let's see if we can bring the cameras up in that location. Let's zoom out of here. We want to come down here to Route 78. do that as well. Route 78, there it is. All right, so Route 78, we're going to go 31, and I don't think this camera works. We tried that the last time, unsuccessful. We want to, there is a secondary camera here that is probably working, I hope. Yeah, so this is eastbound that heads away into, and I can, well, let's just see if we can zoom this in here now without getting all crazy with these cameras. Don't know why this doesn't want to there. I know, I wish I could get rid of the banner. You know, let's just bring this back out a little bit more, and we'll bring the camera down. It's right there. You see the left lane shut down just as you come in towards exit 1516 in that area on 78. So that's why we're seeing this heavy traffic with that left lane out of service. Let's just see if DOT has updated this, and see when you make one side of the page zoomed in, it takes everything else out. So let's just see here. No, they haven't. So that's a fresh crash there. So you're seeing it and hearing it first here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. That is going to be east on 78 once again, as you come in towards Route 31. So this is that eastbound side that is headed away here. I believe that is, what is that, exit 16? Let's get 15 and 16 confused because 31 kind of goes around. Let's just see where we're at here. I think this is 17, I should say. So I was just a little bit off there at 17. So we're back through about, well, we're back to Pittstown Road, and this is out by the Cracker Barrel. Great food there at the Cracker Barrel. 15 from 15 into 17. So that's going to be a solid ride with that left lane. So you got to stay to the right. Again, stay right there, heading out towards Annandale this morning. Other than that, 78 has really been the hot spot. Look at the Parkway. Wide open. Same thing on 80, 287, 280. A little crowding on 21, but that's about it. Even the Turnpike is fantastic, all up and down the line. Parkway heading out to the shore areas. That is looking good through Atlantic City, Cherry Hill, down to the Delaware Memorial Bridge. Again, we will be on the air starting at 4 o'clock for your holiday getaway traffic. So with that said, let's give you the last and final check here this morning of, we'll start it off with Path first to see if that Journal Square to 33rd delay has eased out. No, we're still delayed there. Mechanical issues at 33rd Street, so look for that. Let's give you the observations at the Hudson River crossings now for the final time this morning and this week. We will check it out in real time. We'll say about 25 at the George. Lincoln is wide open and no issues there at the Holland, just under about 10 minutes. So that's good news. Let's check in with New Jersey Transit now. We had some issues getting into the city earlier, and I think those delays have actually thinned out. We go to the Morris and Essex line. 713 from Summit is about 20 minutes late there. Also, the corridor. I hate when they do this because then there's other stuff at the top. 836, the Penn arrivals up to 20 minutes late. So that's probably just about arriving now. And then the 811 from Trenton is canceled, so that already would have left. And then just the temporary schedules there on the coastline and corridor. River line is on or close, so that's good news. Okay, so retire New Jersey Transit now for the morning rush hour. I feel like I'm just coming way off of the microphone here just a little bit. So there we go. So let's see what we want to do here in the next couple of moments. Let's go back to the maps and let's go back to the incident list for New York and just check this out. Crazy happening here this morning. Crash investigation Van Cortlandt Park East in the area of 233rd Street in the Bronx. So look for that. 684, we got a broken down vehicle at Hard Scrabble Road heading south. Another broken down vehicle on the Taconic going south here at Sawmill River Road. We've got the shoulder out of service there, and I'd be hard pressed to see that causing any major backups as well. Gowanus BQE combination is heavy both ways. The belt is heavy at Ocean Parkway, and I think something's happened here on the belt. Out by Cross Bay Boulevard. So let's just check that out in real time, shall we? Just to see what the story is there. I know there's a couple cameras in that location out by Cross Bay. Let's go down here. That's actually on Cross Bay. This is at okay. So this traffic here is heading. Oh, which way is that going? Facing south. Well, any good because it goes east and west. I think this is westbound that's coming towards us. I think that's east heading back out to Kennedy. Let's just see here. Yeah, I think that camera is going west, so it looks like it's going to be out maybe in front of Erskine Street. So this is eastbound. So yeah, it's just before the shopping center, before Erskine Street. Which way the crash is going, I'm not sure. It's somewhere in this area here, um, just west of Cross Bay. There was a camera, it used to be at Cross Bay at 157th. That's not going to do us any good there. So yeah, so it's going to be right in here. It is an absolute parking lot. Just literally just before you get to Erskine Street. So it's right in here, but that eastbound side, look at this. Look how far back this delay goes. Back to Powdergate Basin Bridge this morning. Absolutely hammered on that eastbound side of the belt. So look for that. Let's head over to the Van Wyck Expressway. Still pretty busy both ways in Hillside Avenue, but I've certainly seen worse, obviously, at this time of the morning. East on the LIE, heavy out to the Clearview. Cross Island, we've improved very nicely. Both ways, the LIE still pretty busy here at Queens Boulevard and Woodhaven Boulevard. The inbound Jackie Robinson Parkway has cleared that crash just before the Kew Gardens interchange. And then south on the BQE, still heavy from the Kosciuszko all the way down to the Brooklyn Bridge. Now, the Queensboro Bridge is running about 10 minutes, about 15 at the Midtown Tunnel. The RFK Triborough actually is going to be in pretty good shape. And then the southbound Cross Island, we are slow passing Bayside Marina. Let's go out to Long Island, great through Nassau County. Again, in Nassau County is fine. Suffolk is good until you obviously get out to the Hamptons here. Seeing a lot of traffic along Sunrise Highway in the typical hotspots out of Southampton, Watermill, Bridgehampton, and East Hampton. Let's give you the final check here of Connecticut conditions this morning. Bridgeport, we're okay. Just a little sluggishness on the 8 and 25, getting out to 95, but the Merritt is still really backed up here south of Route 7, getting out towards about exit 36 or so. Let me just check my exit numbers, shall we? Let's just see what the deal is here. Yeah, exit 36. So we're south of Route 7, and then 95. We're on the brakes here straight out of about 15 or so, south of 15 to 14, all the way down through 5. Again, just really heavy, actually, in both directions through Stamford. So lower Westchester, we're pretty good, except for the Hutch getting up and into Weaver Street, 287. That looks good. Let's go to the Tappan Zee Bridge, Rockland County, things are fine. Orange County, our spot checks there on 84 and the ride on 684. And Brewster is moving along very, 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 very well. All right. So with that said, I think we're going to call it a morning here on the Tri-State Traffic Show here this morning. I want to thank Darley Newman for her sponsorship of the Tri-State Traffic Show. Once again, Darley, a proud sponsor of the traffic program here. We're on YouTube, Facebook, as well as onto Twitch now, and sometimes we'll be broadcasting to Twitter, just trying out some new things here across the board. Let's just show you once again. This is Darley Newman, if you're unfamiliar with her. Again, we thank her for the sponsorship, and you can see her on PBS Crave, Amazon Prime, Wonderum, and on Ovation TV's Journey. Also, our upcoming program here it is. Thursday, June the 2nd, from Smithsonian Associates. If you like tickets, the website will be at the bottom of the screen there. I'll let that come through for one last pass here this morning. That's Destination Cities, Santa Fe, and that's from 7 until 8:30. We also want to thank our good friends over at Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. There's some of the delicious ice cream that Ralph makes. Cookie Monster, M&M Explosion, coffee. Definitely want to get out and enjoy, especially with some of these temperatures for the weekend. Going to be kicking into high gear, summer-like temperatures for Sunday and Monday. So once again, that's the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, and you can find his information at CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. And again, that ice cream is just some of the best handmade, homemade ice cream around. There's some of the great flying saucers and chip witches that you can find, once again, at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, located in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey, 908-272 3000 is his phone number. All right, friends, with that said here this morning, we will go ahead and wrap up things for the big broadcast on a Friday morning. Once again, we'll be on the air beginning at 4 o'clock until 6. Keep an eye to the sky. Weather could certainly change. That's what I wanted to do before we left the air. We want to get the latest update from the National Weather Service, and there it is. You know what? I got to bring back the screen very quickly. There it is. So looking at now 72 at EWR, still in now up to the upper 60s pretty much throughout the rest of the area here this morning. And that's going to be in Jersey, Teterboro, Somerville, Central Park at 67. The cooler spots are still out there with some of that cloud cover and fog at 63 at Islip and Shirley. So once again, the Tri-State Traffic Show wrapping up this week. We thank everybody who has watched this week. Please like, subscribe. The YouTube channel certainly helps me out greatly as we're trying to grow this traffic and weather channel out of my living room. We'll see how far we can go. We got to just get out there and get those numbers. So if you got your friends, all my friends on Twitter, if you could just hit me a subscribe, that'd be fantastic. Let's see if we can get to 100 in the next week or so. That'll be absolutely awesome. And again, we're up and running for 4 o'clock this afternoon until 6 o'clock with the holiday getaway traffic. So I want to thank once again Darley Newman as well as Ralph over at the Craft for Vanilla Bean Creamery for being sponsors here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. And with that said, we'll see everybody later on this